sacrifice your life. And for people to call you, like my family, for instance, some people tend to call me selfish, that I'm very selfish, but if I'm so selfish, why were they willing to die for my country?
Well, what you just heard was one soldier's thoughts on how she is treated in her own country. This is from the upcoming research documentary titled Into the Heart of America, One Soldier's Story. This cross-country research documentary comes out of one actor's quest to make a movie that depicted returning Afghanistan and Iraq war vets to America. Equipped with two other passionate actors as well as a sweet ride courtesy of Toyota, Stephen Graham, Matt Dallas, and Charlie Bewley are speaking to vets to get their story. And they're joining me this morning to explain more about their research and philanthropic mission. Thank you guys all for being here.
Thank you for having us.
This is a really interesting topic. How did you guys come up with the idea?
I think the inception actually began March 2003. I was sitting in my car in Los Angeles traffic, and I heard our former president declare war. And I actually pulled my car over and listened to the entire address. And that night, I went home and was following it, just the minute-to-minute updates on everything that was going on right from the beginning. And I began to write a script for a feature film based on everything that I was reading. I was just sort of very humbled by it all and very fascinated by it all as well. How we got to this road trip was that we had decided collectively as actors that that even as actors, to play a part like this, we would go out and we would still, for our own personal research, want to meet with the men and women that have served their country. But being that it's our creative project as well, that we have creative control over it, we were like, well, we have a responsibility to get this right.
So you thought of this idea. How did the two of you get involved?
Well, I mean, we co-founded the production company, which will ultimately produced Thunder Road, the feature film, and that was like less than 6 months ago.
What has it been like talking to all of these vets who have come home, and what have you guys learned from this?
I mean, it has really been one of the most eye-opening experiences, and we've been so fortunate that some of the people we've met with have just been so open and warm and like sharing their stories with us. They've really just been, it's been so touching and so moving. So to get to go out and experience that and look them in the eye and hear their stories has just been unlike anything you really ever get to experience as an actor.
What are you hoping that people that watch this are able to take away from it?
Charlie?
From the documentary. Well, first of all, it's pretty right to point out that we're actually on a research mission. That's first and foremost what we're doing right now. We're educating ourselves because, you know, we have a script. It needs fine-tuning. I mean, like Stephen just pointed out, as actors and as movie producers, we are duty-bound to go out and collect this, to collect the accounts of people who have actually lived these lives. It's you know, I feel like anyone should do that. So what are people going to take from this movie? I think people will take, you know, they will understand that a lot of work's been put into this. A lot of thoroughness has been taken. The script has been written with a lot of thoroughness, and therefore it will be a much more colourful, enriching end product.
Now, Charlie, obviously you're from the UK. Do
Yes.
you find that this is a similar thing that in your country as well, that is faced as well?
Okay, well, I've lived in North America for a long time,
Right.
so I have no different perspective as Stephen and Matt.
Do you find that vets are treated the same, differently?
Well, like I said, I mean, I'm going back to the UK in 2 weeks' time to continue researching there. I'm lucky to have a returning cousin who seems to have assimilated very well back into society, and obviously we have a health system that does cater for everyone. It's indiscriminate, and obviously that helps, especially returning war veterans, like I said, assimilate back into society.
This must have been such an eye-opening experience for all of you involved with this.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say it was really difficult for me because going into it, my expectations were so much different than I think what we've experienced. You know, the generosity of the men and women that we've met with, and their willingness to tell us very intimate details. And these are some details that they might not even have shared with their spouse, that they're sharing with us. And to us, we obviously feel indebted, but we realize, and we're very, very aware of our responsibility that we have to this final product. And I just wanted to clarify really quick. So, Into the Heart of America: A Soldier Story is our research and development road trip that has been sponsored by Toyota Santa Monica.
And the movie is.
And the movie is a feature film called Thunder Road.
Okay.
So this documentary aspect of it will be something that will likely be included in the behind-the-scenes DVD to the feature film. But I just wanted to clarify just the
difference between the two. As far as Toyota, how did they get involved with this? You guys packed into a Prius and just took off.
Okay, first of all, that's like the updated 2011 Prius with 20 square foot extra space.
Okay.
Toyota Santa Monica.
Okay.
And thank you also to Puma for sponsoring apparel that we are giving to our war veterans as well. So, but I mean, we're also supporting the energy movement with an electric Prius, right? That was very important for us. And thirdly, it's a smooth ride. It's a nice smooth ride.
Now, if people are interested in getting more information on the documentary and the movie as well, you guys have a Facebook page that's set up?
Yeah, that's right. And if there's anyone out there that is willing to speak to us, whether you're a veteran, a soldier, a family member, someone who knows someone, please contact us. We'd love to speak to you.
Great thing you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
All right, and we'll be right back after the break.